face-off here at the Gunnaby Rickard on a Wednesday night between the PWA Toros and the Peterborough Petes. These two teams are only 1 point behind each other, with the Toros holding that advantage. Toros have 20 points going into this one. Peterborough has 19. With a victory, the Toros can hop over two teams, Oshawa and Whitby White, to slide into fourth place as they take the first possession in behind the goal. Throwing it back to the line there for Hercheby. His shot, that got blocked out in front before it hit the goal. Goes into the corner as they try and get it out. That goes past Sam Hercheby down the ice. Ethan Cassidy will touch it back and up in his own end. Cassidy with a lead pass, broken up at the line. Nice play there by Millette to come up through center. Cassidy brings it in over the blue line, and we get our first offside and our first whistle of the game. Another draw just inside the line. Getting one there by the Toros as McDonald moves it over to the other side. And Aidan Bayford moves it up through center. Trying to get into the line. Quick shot. There's the first stop there from Borzatsky, who kicked that one aside into the corner. Borzatsky turns it out of front. Quick shot. Left pad stop there from Borzatsky. He's had to come up with two big stops here early on to keep it at 0-0 as that puck's in the Toros end. Starting it up through center. And over the line is number 7 with a quick shot. There's the first shot there for Baker as Dickey threw that one in on goal. And it's going to be found in the pads of Gavin Baker for a face-off. Draw off to the right of Baker. Getting one there by the Toros as Childerhouse. Austin Childerhouse with a lead pass. Trying to find Carter Saxena up through center. Saxena chips it into the corner, goes off on a line change. Goes back in behind the Peterborough net. Trying to ring that one around the boards and start it up here for Peterborough out of their own end. Over there for number 8 as he's going to sweep it into the zone. Ian Beaton will knock that down for the Toros and try and get it out. It got kept in there momentarily, but now gets let out there by Grant Manners with a pass over to the other side for Brock Matheson, who tips it off the boards back in behind the Peterborough net. Trying to walk it out in front. It goes behind the goal and around the goal there for number 8 to try and get it out. Manners was all over him, and they try and move it up through center. Trying to find that loose puck there was Ashton Lawther. He's going to backhand it deeper into the Peterborough end as they come up through center and over the blue line. Looking for the first shot there is number 87. Poked off his stick there by Ryan Borden before he could shoot it on the forehand. Late pass up through center for Lawther was out of his reach. 0-0 as we've just gotten started here between the PWA Toros and the Clarendon Toros. There's Michael Stromanikowski with the loose puck in the corner. Stromanikowski with some nice mirrors to get away. And that gets taken off the stick there. Back to the other side for Hercheby. Sam Hercheby through the lead pass. That was over the stick there of Hayden Harding. Back into the Peterborough end. Harding knocks that one down. Hits it in the offensive end and tries to shoot the puck. Doesn't make it to the net. There's another quick shot. Rebound out of front. They're banging away at the loose puck, and Borzatsky somehow kept that one out. So the 3 chances that the Toros have had have come right in close against Borzatsky, and he's come up with 3 huge stops. Going back to the line. Kept in there at the blue line with a backhand pass taken away by Ethan Cassidy. It gets broken up at center by number 16 Unger, who brings it in offside. Draw just inside the Toros blue line. Trying to dump it into the zone. That's going to go back behind the net. Or McDonald will ring it around the boards. Try and find Saxena to try and get it out. That gets kept in at the blue line. That's going to get swept out at center. And number 9 will go for a late pass for number 77 trying to get it out. Hopping over the stick there. Here comes number 71 into the zone. Millette with a shot. And a nice glove hand stop there from Gavin Baker as he threw out the leather to stop Millette on that opportunity from Peterborough. Draw coming off to the left of the goal as Goodfellow chipped in behind the net for Peterborough. Ryan Borden leading it out of his own end with a pass there for Saxena as they try and move it up. Up there for Childerhouse. Austin Childerhouse coming into the zone. Chipping it past Goodfellow. back in behind the Peterborough net. As they try and move it out through center, that gets knocked down by Pinette, who puts it back in behind the goal. Ian Beaton tried to keep it in. That's going to get slapped out at center as Toros going off on a line change. Couldn't do anything with the puck. Just rolls back in behind the Toros net where Ryan Borden will pick it up. Pinette trying to get rid of it. Borden can't get it past Goodfellow. Kept in there at the line though by Tysick. And Tysick will put it back in behind the Toros net. Tysick comes away with the puck, throws it at the goal, and there's a big opportunity here for number 17 to turn around with the shot. Nice block there by Borden out of front as Lodgins getting on the loose puck. Lodgins is still looking for the loose puck, and it finally comes free to the Toros. Brock Matheson into the zone. Matheson trying to get around the check, and he will take it in behind the net. All the way to the centering pass. They've got man sitting out in front. The pass just hopped over the stick as Lawther was waiting for it out in front. Number 87 up into the zone. Hopped out, swept off his stick. Lawther with the loose puck on the other side. Back there for Herchabees with a lead pass. That goes over the stick there of Grant Manners down the ice for icing. Another draw in the Toros end off to the left of Gavin Baker. Herchabees rings it around there for Marshall Bath on the other side. Bath trying to get it out of the zone. Getting some help. Hopped over the stick there, Bath, and the opportunity to go to the net. Quick shot. Right pad stop there from Baker. As Peterborough are starting to put on their pressure now. They've had about 3 or 4 shots on net that Baker has steered aside. Harding trying to get to the loose puck. Hayden Harding will put it back in behind the Peterborough net. That's going to try and get kept in at the line. And now Herchabees puts it right onto the stick of number 97, who dumps it into the Toros end. And that's Elliott who put it in behind the goal. Toros get the opportunity to clear. They started up through center with a pass to Harding. Over his stick, and now picked up there at center by Ethan Cassidy into the zone, but it's offside. Another draw just outside the Peterborough blue line this time. As Saxena tries to get to the loose puck and chip it in, it goes up into the Peterborough bench, and out of play we'll get a stoppage for another face-off. And that draw will take just inside the Peterborough bench. Malcolm McDonald with a lead pass just out of the reach of Austin Choderhost, who comes into the zone, has it stripped off his stick, back up the other way with a lead pass. Here comes number 71 into the zone, trying to roll it in on goal. It's steered aside easily. We're getting our first penalty of the game though. It's going to go to the Toros, and it's going to go for interference. And the culprit going to the box is going to be Aiden Bayford. Number 52 for interference from the Toros. So now the Toros have got to try and kill off a penalty. It's jaw off to the right of Gavin Baker. Peterborough win that draw. Try and go to the backhand. That gets knocked down by Pinette. Tucker Pinette and Choderhost trying to get to the loose puck and dump it down the ice. And they will fire it all the way the length, all the way back behind the net. Toros are in the right position now, having it in the Peterborough end. Trying to kill off the penalty here to Bayford. Back up and over the blue line. That shot got blocked there by Beaton as he put his body on the line. And now Choderhost gets the opportunity to clear it. Can't do it as Turner kept it in at the line. Dickey trying to get to the loose puck before McDonald. Turned over to Millette. Millette trying to go to the backhand with a nice move. Puts it behind the net. Millette going back to the line for Turner. Beaton can't clear it out. Going with a wind-up shot. Tipped out of front. That might have hit McDonald out in front of the net. And deflected wide of the goal, and it gets cleared out down past the defenseman at center. Over to the other side for number 71. Coming up into the zone is Millette. His shot is going to go wide of the goal, and the Toros get the opportunity to clear, and it gets knocked down at center. Turn up into the zone. It's a short and a breakaway for Brock Matheson in, and it's stopped there by Borzeski. Borzeski might have got just a piece of that on that short-ended opportunity. A big opportunity there for the Toros, a breakaway for Matheson that gets spoiled there by Borzeski and keeps it at 0-0. Back in behind the net, Peterborough starts their power play with number 8 trying to get it out of the zone. Number 27 will take it back in behind the goal, try and move it up through center. Bowden will knock that down at center with 15 seconds left to go on the Toros short-handed opportunity here. Last opportunity for Peterborough to click. Coming up and over the blue line, getting it over there. Quick shot, blocker stop. There's a rebound at the front, and it's getting cleared all the way past Goodfellow down the ice. And that'll do it for the penalty to Bayford. The Toros killed it off and even had a short-handed opportunity on a breakaway to boot. But it got stopped there by the Peterborough goaltender. As we've got 1:05 left to go here, that goes in on goal and stopped there by the Peterborough goalie. He'll hold it for another face-off. Jock coming off to the left of the goal. Stamnikowski tried to shoot it through a screen. Trying to move it up through center. Number 88 will take that pass right from the Eagle symbol. Comes into the zone. Trying to get in there is Unger. Unger had it stripped off his stick as he tries to get into the zone. Unger's going to get taken off his feet. 40 seconds left to go here in the first period. Unger trying to throw it at the front. He had number 97 out front. Couldn't shoot it as number 6 backhands it into the corner. As the Toros try and get rid of the loose puck. There's a late pass up there for Ashton Lawler coming up into the zone. Tried to go that extra move, swept off his stick, and number 97 starts it back up the other way. Elliott into the zone. Quick shot, blocker stop there by Gavin Baker as he stood tall against Elliott and took the right side of the net away on that opportunity. 5 seconds left. Stamnikowski goes into the corner, trying to knock off number 14 off the loose puck, and that's what he's going to do. That's going to do it for period number 1. Both teams came out with some great scoring chances, but neither team could bury one into the back of the net. We go to the second period, tied at 0-0. It's off to start period number 2. Bass trying to get to the loose puck against Turner as he took him into the boards at the penalty box. Trying to get into the zone now. Goes back in behind the Toros net as they try and bump him off the loose puck. It's wrapped in behind the goal. Michael McDonald brings it around. Tries to get it out. Kept in at the line. McDonald again knocked that one down as they try and get to the loose puck and get it free. They will get it free up through center as Hayden Harding dumps it down the ice. Marshall Bass trying to be the first one into the corner and strip number 77 off the loose puck. That's going to get picked up by Bayford on the other side. Quick shot. Kicked aside there by the Peterborough goaltender. Stamnikowski couldn't knock that puck down. Malcolm McDonald will come back in his own end. Go for the late pass, kept in at the line. The shot is going to go wide and into the corner. Peterborough is offside. Now they're good to go. Late pass for Stamnikowski out of his reach. Knocked down by Turek at center. Bass kicked it back into the zone right under the stick of Goodfellow. As they move it up through center. Number 71, Millette, trying to use some speed against Bayford. Throwing it at the net, and the pass got broken up. A nice defensive play to come back and back check and intercept that pass. Leads to an offensive opportunity from Saxena, but he found on the shot. Carter Saxena still on the loose puck though. Still trying to get free into that corner against number 87. Around the boards it goes. Kept in at the line. Nice play there by Bowden, who's going to chip it down low as Childerhose tries to walk it out of front. Childerhose on the loose puck, trying to walk it out. Uses the boards to go back to the line for Ryan Bowden. Receives the return pass back down low for Childerhose. Moving the puck around well. Pinette goes back to the line for Ian Beaton, trying to get a shot through. Nice block there by Pyzik as he blocked that shot from Beaton, but it's still in the offensive end for the Toros. Pinette working from behind the goal, trying to throw it out of front, and that pass gets taken away by Peterborough, and they get the opportunity to clear up there for number 17. Saxena tried to go to the other side to break that pass up. Number 8 into the zone, trying to get around the chest of the defenseman, rings it around the net with some nice moves, throws it out of front. Only person there to take that pass was a white sweater, number 77, Saxena, trying to get on that loose puck. The battle there at the penalty box area on the loose puck. Comes free, and now Hughes, bad pass there by Hughes, gets picked up by Childerhose, but he had to go off on a line change, so he just dumps it back into the Peterborough end. Quick shot, high and wide there from Brock Matheson. Matheson throws it back out of front again for Manners, and it just hopped over his stick. Grant Manners was all alone. He gets another opportunity, Manners shot, and it gets stopped there by Borzetsky, and he'll hold on to it. Some great opportunities there from Grant Manners right in front of the net, but Peterborough goalie Borzetsky was able to keep it out and keep it at 0-0. Number 14 moves it up through center as Elliott takes that pass. Elliott coming up into the zone, trying to get around Ethan Cassidy with a shot, and that may have got the glove hand of Gavin Baker on that opportunity. Still in the zone, Manners, opportunity to clear, can't do that as it gets picked off there by number 14. Turnaround shot, steered aside easily by Gavin Baker into the corner. We're here in the second period, tied at 0 between the Toros and the Peterborough Peaks. As mentioned at the top, these two teams are really close in the standings. Only 1 point separates them. But Peterborough, coming into this game, had played 3 more games than the Toros. Going for that late pass for Manners, out of his reach. Kept in at the line though by Hughes. And Hughes dumps it back behind the net, where the Toros take it behind the goal. Going for that late pass for Manners was out of his reach. Trying to get to the loose puck now. He'll slap it the length of the ice all the way down into the corner. Nice moves to get around Strumanikovsky and lead the breakout up through center. Marshall Bass trying to cut him off there as he takes it into the zone. Shot goes wide of the net. He tried to pick the right side and missed it off to the right of the goal. It's back in behind the net. Peterborough still trying to throw it out in front. Taken away there by the Toros. They try and get it out. Strumanikovsky gets away. Michael Strumanikovsky with a nice pass. Getting it up there for Hayden Harding with some nice moves. But he lost the puck and could only roll it in on net for an easy save for Borzetsky. He'll hold it and take no chances for another face-off. Jaw coming off to the left of Borzetsky. Rings it around the boards. Harding trying to chip it in there. That's going to get kept in by Malcolm McDonald. Trying to set something up from behind the goal. They've got Marshall Bass sitting out in front. Now he's going to join the rush in the corner, try and get on the loose puck. Pass over to the other side. Bayford turns it over at center to number 17, but he couldn't go with the puck as Strumanikovsky cut him off at the Peterborough bench. Toros go for that lead pass up through center. That lead breakout pass at center didn't work. Roberts tries to hold his man up at center. Number 17 loses the puck. Number 87 will pick it back up in his own end with some nice moves. Coming up over the blue line now. Reaches the Toros end. That's Tyzik who takes it back behind the net. Malcolm McDonald will give him some company back there as he tries to take Tyzik into the boards and behind the goal. Hayden Harding trying to get the puck free. Bass with a nice chip to lead it out. Onto the tape of Strumanikovsky coming in with a shot. It goes wide of the net. Not even on goal. Pinette trying to dig it out of the corner. Getting some help with Childerhost. Malcolm McDonald tried to keep it in. The ref was a little bit in the way there as he couldn't get it back to the line. Bad pass. Opportunity to throw it at the net, but couldn't get the shot away to the goal. First one into the corner goes number 8 on the loose puck. Over there for Tyzik as he tries to get to the loose puck, but it's stripped off his stick in behind the goal there by McDonald. Quick shot, bounces in on net. Easy stop there for Baker as he kicked that one aside into the corner. Battling on it over there at the Tim Hortons advertisement. McDonald couldn't get the loose puck out, and a shot that made the mesh move, but it hit the side of the goal. Digging on it out in the corner. Back to the line there for number 24. Trying to get a shot through, tipped out in front. It's a loose puck out in front, but it's going to get whistled down for a high stick out in front of the net. So Elliott will take the draw as it comes just outside the blue line after the high stick out in front. Coming up into the zone is Grant Manners. Manners dumps it past Hughes into the corner. Tries to get to the loose puck. Around the boards it goes. Number 18. Trying to move it up through center. Out of the reach there of number 97 as the move pass up there for Manners here in front of us. Brock Matheson picks it up. Matheson with some nice moves takes it to the net, and he couldn't stuff it in, and the net has come off its boring, so we'll get another whistle and another face-off in the Peterborough end. And that face-off will take place to the left of Borzotsky. Clears it down the ice, pass Borden. It's going to go all the way down the ice. There in the corner as they try and dig the puck free. Back to the line, that shot got blocked. And here comes Manners back the other way, leading the rush. Going up there with Strumnikovsky with a nice pass out of his reach, but Strumnikovsky will take the bounce off the boards. Try and walk it out in front of the net. Couldn't get the puck free. Another backhand pass knocked down. Manners with a loose puck. Grant Manners tipped it into the corner. First one there is Brock Matheson on loose puck. Strumnikovsky was sitting all by his lonesome, but they couldn't get a pass out front to him, or he might have been able to get a one-timer away. Knocked down by Marshall Bass from the face-off circle. Bass back down low for Matheson as they try and work that play from behind the net. Bass picked off there by Hertubis. Coming up into the zone, Sam Hertubis tried to throw it at the net. Didn't make it through. Hertubis still digging it free, throwing it out in front. He was hoping for a bank out in front of the net. Still on the loose puck though, Hertubis. Strong on that loose puck, Hertubis shot. Another backhand shot out in front by Matheson. Couldn't put it in. Hertubis uses the line for Ethan Cassidy, a shot. But left pass up, we're getting a penalty. This will be the Toros' first power play. Hertubis throws it out in front. Big opportunity, quick shot blocked. Another opportunity gets finally touched by Peterborough as the Toros were putting on all the pressure, and now they're going to get a power play as well as they try and keep this pressure going and somehow find a way to beat this hot Peterborough goalie right now. Draw will take place off to the right of Borzotsky. Strumnikovsky will take the draw versus number 87. .6:04 left to go here in period number 2. Face-off got won by Strumnikovsky, goes behind the net. Number 8 gets the opportunity to clear. Exactly what he does, fires it the length of the ice down as the Pros have to retrieve it back in their own end. Getting it over there for Bath. Marshall Bath trying to get it out. Kept in at the line by number 27 as it goes back behind the net. Malcolm McDonald getting met back there off a hit as that Peterborough player is relentless on the loose puck. He's going to get some help to try and get it free from Strumnikovsky. Throwing it at the net, that goes wide of the goal, right through the crease area to the other side, and the Toros get the opportunity to play with Hayden Harding, but all he does is clear it up to the Peterborough bench and out of play. Draw coming off to the left of Gavin Baker, getting one there by the Toros. Chodorhos back to the line as they chip it up through center for Saxena. Carter Saxena starting the power play up and over the blue line. It's got 1:05 left on it. Nice drop pass for Beaton. Beaton couldn't get the shot through as Elliott had to move his left foot out of the way. Kept in at the line. Nice play by Borden to chip it back down low. Chodorhos trying to get away from the check. Chodorhos with a backhand pass down low as Pinett tried to find the loose puck. Beaton, I thought about pinching in. Keeps it in there at the line. Ian Beaton now backhanded off the boards back behind the net. Number 8 or 6 tries to get it out. Nice play there by Borden to pinch it in and hold it in on the other side of the boards. Number 17 pressured on there. That's Lodgins, who got it taken off his stick by Chodorhos. Saxena tried to poke it away past Lodgins, and that gets fired past Hertubis down the ice with 19 seconds left on the power play. Starting it up through center with a lead pass over the stick there of Lawther and back into the Peterborough end. They'll just skate off the rest of this penalty. Turned over. Here comes the update for Lawther with a pass. And another one. They score! Preston Lawther back. And they got the power play goal assisted. Gets them out of the box to score the assisted. And Preston Lawther stopped on the first opportunity, but passed in on his own rebound. And the Toros have broken the goose here. It's 1-0. There's only so much a goaltender can do. He's come up with so many big saves in the game, but nothing he could do there. He came up with the first big stop, and the rebound just went right back to Lawther, and he made no mistake on it to fire it in. And there's a pass over to the other side for Manners, trying to get around the check. Chips it back in behind the goal. First one behind the net is Grant Manners trying to dig it free there with There's another chance for Manners wide. Lawther tries for a second of the game. Back there for Herchebes. Herchebes winds up, but a shot there was blocked by Dickey. Dickey trying to clear it out. Going for a lead pass at center, broken up by the Toros. Herchebes. Herchebes up there for Matheson. Toros were able to stay onside. Matheson. Stramanikowski. Stramanikowski at the side of the net. Wasn't able to get on his tipping point at the side of the goal as it just went over his stick. Stramanikowski still trying to dig it free there into the corner for Matheson. Around the boards it goes, kept in by Ethan Cassidy on the line. Shot goes wide. Manners tried to backhand it out in front. It's all Toros right now after they made it 1-0. Opportunity to knock that down to Stramanikowski. Back to the line for Cassidy. Matheson trying to turn away with a shot. Turnover there, opportunity to shoot it. And he couldn't shoot. That was Stramanikowski into the corner. And we're going to get a penalty there for number 3 for taking Stramanikowski down out in front of the net. So the Toros will go to their second straight power play and look to click and get their insurance goal that they were looking for. Penalty is going to go to Tyzik of Peterborough for that hit on Stramanikowski in the corner. Ethan Cassidy with the puck, shoots it at the goal. Stramanikowski getting to the loose puck, thrown at the net, and Hayden Harding was right there at the side. And he had a tapping goal, just couldn't control the bouncing puck. Stramanikowski getting on the loose puck. Hayden Harding trying to get around the captain, Goodfellow. Takes it into the corner, throws it at the net, hit the side of the goal as he was up against the post to make that stop. That's a turnover to Marshall Bath. Bath taking off his feet. Thrown at the net, tipped out of front. Nice tip there by Hayden Harding, but an even better stop there by Borzovsky. Bath trying to tip it back down low there for Stramanikowski and get away from Goodfellow in the corner. Around the boards that goes. Kept in on the other side there by Bayfield. Throws it at the net. Bath out in front, tipped it wide of the net. Marshall Bath tipped that puck just wide of the net. Perfect deflection, just went wide of the goal. 1:35 left to go here in period number 2. Toros up by a goal on the goal by Ashton Lawther, cashing in on his own rebound a couple minutes ago. Picked up there by Cassidy in his own end. Just trying to wear off the rest of the second period so the Toros can go to the third with a lead. They pass up through center. Saxino will take that puck at center. They make a nice move with some patience. Drops it back there for Pinett. Tucker Pinett trying to get away from the check. Saxino is going to try and help him out in the corner, and he will. Cutter Saxino walking out of front with some nice moves. Lost it as he tried to do the toe drag out of front. Pinett has it behind the net. But again, the net is off by Borzevsky, so we'll get another face-off. Pinett's going to take a very important offensive draw off to the right of Borzovsky as they try and win that draw. They do, ring it around the board. Kept in by Bayford. Aiden Bayford takes a shot. That's going into the corner for Saxena. Trying to dig it free out of the corner. Saxena throws it out of front, taken away by Peterborough and dumped down the ice. That'll do it for the penalty, as coming back onto the ice is number 9. Trying to move it up through center. Number 14 comes up into the zone. Dumps it back behind the net. McDonald trying to ring it around the boards. As they try and chip that puck free. Pinett loses it there to number 97, Elliott, as they try and chip it into the corner. Opportunity to come up on a 2-on-1. Last opportunity of the second period. Shot. Stop there. Rebound in front. And another left pad stop. What a stop there by Borzovsky. Tipped out in front there by Childerhost. Goes wide of the goal. Childerhost trying to get to the loose puck. And that'll do it for the end of the second period. But what a stop there by Borzovsky at the side of the net to keep it only at 1-0. The only goal scorer period number 2 was Aston Lawther of the Toros. Take a 1-0 lead to period number 3. Draw to start the final period of tonight's game. The Toros up by a goal. Manners trying to dump it into the zone. Over to the other side, they tried to find Lawther with a breakout pass on the left side. Number 27 trying to get to the loose puck, chipped off the board. McDonald will use it the rest of the ice, back in behind the goal. Number 27 trying to clear it out. Moving it up through center, gets kept in at the line. Nice play there by Malcolm McDonald, who puts it back down low for number 97, Lawther. Trying to keep it in there at the line was Bayford, and he does. Puts it back behind the goal. He just starting period. Number 3 trying to throw it in front. Manners was taken off his feet as he tried for the one-timer right in front of the net. Paid for being in the gritty spot, taken off his feet. Quick shot, and a nice stop there with a glove hand save by Borzowski, who's come up with key save after key save to keep Peterborough in this game. There'll be another draw coming off to the right. Stromanikowski will take the draw, trying to win it, and he will, trying to shoot it off the face-off, but it was tied up in his skates. Around the boards there for number 8. There's a collision there, moves it up through center, trying to poke it off the stick there, was Borden, and that's going to be a penalty coming up here to Ryan Borden, and it's going to be a tripping call. So Peterborough get to go to the power play with the opportunity to tie this game up when we come back. A big defensive win draw. Stromanikowski tries to win that draw, he does, and Beaton does the rest by firing it to the Toros bench. Knocked down at center, trying to put it into the zone. Stromanikowski gets taken off his feet. Trying to start a 3-on-3 break into the zone is number 8. Throwing at the goal, couldn't put it in a net. Another one that was kind of iffy at in front of the net. Didn't make it through the goal, though. That's going to roll in easy for Borzowski, who just clears that one off to the side as Peterborough started out of their own end. But the pass was picked up by Stromanikowski. Tries to start something short-handed. He goes into the corner. It's stuck in behind the goal as Peterborough started out of their own end. Let up, trying to get around Childerhose with an opportunity. Number 87 is on his own shot. Fires it wide of the net. Made some nice moves to get all the way in for an opportunity against Gavin Baker, and the opportunity was spoiled by firing it wide of the net. Borzowski has to come out of his net to play that puck. As the Toros are doing a good job showing off this penalty to Ryan Bowden, moving it over to the other side as they lead it in up through center. Getting up there for Fisher. Unger with the loose puck. Unger lost it. That's Fisher right there, number 9, who couldn't keep it in at the blue line. It's offside. Pinett will take the draw just inside the blue line versus number 97. Getting one there by Elliott. Bend on it. Opportunity here to go off to the races of Saxena. Into the zone. Fires it wide of the net. And he scores! What a goal! That is one of the goals. This is the first opportunity. And then the game by bouncing it off the goalie and in for a short-ended goal for Carter Saxena. And that gives the Toros what they were looking for, the insurance goal, to make it 2-0. Saxena had the whereabouts to fire that puck back out in front of the net after he missed on the breakaway to start short-handed, and it paid off for him as it wound up making its way into the back of the net. Moving it up through center as they lead it up out of the zone. Trying to get on him was Pinett. That goes in behind the goal. Back in behind the net. First one back there is Herchebys. Herchebys with some nice moves to lead it out of the zone. And starts it up through center with Pinett. The penalty to Borden is over. Herchebys leads it into the zone. Trying to throw it out of front. Quick shot. Doesn't reach through. Winding up with a shot. That slap shot got blocked out in front. Malcolm McDonald controls it there for Saxena. Grant Manners. He's going to tip it back down low for Matheson, who tries to walk it out of front. Matheson digging it out of that corner. He's got Grant Manners sitting out of front. Matheson with a pass to the side of the goal. Puts in at the side of the net. And lays on Lawther at the side of the goal and puts that in. And that'll be his second of the game to make it 3-0. When you move the puck, you get results, and that's exactly what the Toros did there. Brock Matheson found a wide open Ashton Lawther sitting wide open at the side of the net. He just tipped it past the right pad of Borzowski, and the Toros have a 3-0 lead. Matheson with a pass over there for Lawther there, turned over. Coming up into the zone. Turned over to Manners. Grant Manners coming up there with Matheson. Stay onside. Grant Manners fires it into the corner there for Matheson. Matheson tried from the bad angle, gets steered aside there by Borzowski into the corner. Kept in there by Malcolm McDonald at the line. He'll fire it behind the net for Matheson, trying to throw it at a front for Manners, who was out in front of the goal. That one got stopped by Borzowski as the Toros are still looking for the loose puck. Borzowski finds it for another face-off. Draw just off to the left of the goal. There'll be Strubnikowski who takes it back behind the net. Peterborough trying to get it out of their zone. Cleared up at center as Ryan Borden backhands it back in. Borden's got to get back on his heels, back in behind the net. He'll let Ian Beaton take it behind the goal for himself. He'll try the other side as he moves it over there for Hayden Harding. Harding trying to get it past Unger along with Borden. That hopped over the stick there, Strumnikowski. Borden tries another way to get it up there for Harding. They still can't get it out of the zone. Borden a third opportunity. That one gets knocked down at center by Unger. Still digging away at the loose puck here in front of us. Comes free to the Toros. That's swept back in. We're under 10 minutes left to go here in the game now. Toros have added to their 1-0 lead here in the third with goals by Carter Saxena shorthanded, and then a goal by Ashton Lawther at the side of the net. Number 97, Elliott, winds up with a shot. Blocker save. Rebound out of front of the net, gets poked in. And just like that, it's 3-1. That's all Gavin Baker could do on that. He made the initial stop with the blocker hand, but it went right to the side of the net for an open tap in to put Peterborough on the board. It's 3-1. Draw by Pinett, trying to win it there against Elliott. Ethan Cassidy back there for Herchebase, going for a lead pass, picked up there by Austin Schilderhost. Back to the line as they come into the zone is Ethan Cassidy. Toros were offside though. Now they come back in over the blue line and they're okay to go. Ethan Cassidy knocks it down on the other side. Cassidy over there for Herchebase, stands on the shot, but he's able to regroup himself. Just can't get it past Dickey. Dickey shot wide of the net. Pinett on his own end takes it back behind the goal. Tucker Pinett with a lead pass over there for Schilderhost with some nice moves. Austin Schilderhost with a pass over there for Saxena. Takes the pass, comes in over the blue line, takes a shot. Right pad stop. Schilderhost on the rebound, couldn't control it as it got kicked out just hard enough to go over the stick of Schilderhost. But Schilderhost is still in there on the loose puck. Back to the line for Cassidy, trying to get a shot through. That goes wide of the net. All Toros right now trying to extend their 3-1 lead. Around the boards it goes, trying to get it out. Out there in the corner, number 24, went off his skates. Kept in by Cassidy at the line, trying to find an open lane. Takes a shot, stopped there by Borzowski. Wide of the net. Cassidy gets a chance to wind up again with a shot. That goes wide. Number 71 fires it around the boards as they try and get it out. Cassidy holds him over on the other side. Broken up at center, trying to get around Herchebase. Not going to happen. Sam Herchebase was a nice defensive play to hold him off. Trying to get around Malott into the zone. Over there for Grant Manners, a shot. That's going to find the glove there of Borzowski, goes behind the net. Try and get it out. Turned over there to the Toros. Manners tried to shoot it. Can't get it through a screen. Grant Manners trying to get to the loose puck. Manners uses the boards back there for Lawther. Chips it back there for number 20, Malcolm McDonald, but that shot went wide. McDonald, that hopped over his stick. Number 17, first one there, Lodgins. Couldn't go with the puck. Malcolm McDonald trying to clear it out. Puts it right under the stick of Malott. Malott comes in over the blue line. He's going to get boarded off there into the corner. He still tries to go away with the puck. Nice pass by Manners to the other side for Lawther. Out there looking for the hat trick, going with the puck. Had it stripped off his stick. Coming back up the other way is number 87. Shumnikovsky along with Brock Matheson with a nice pass up there. Matheson with some nice moves getting into the zone. Brock Matheson in, and he ran out of room. He couldn't make that last move as he got taken down. He tried to make the move to go around Borzowski, but lost the puck as Borzowski came out for the poke check. So we'll take another draw off to the left. Stromanikowski's going to take it. Going to try and win the draw. Gets one there by Peterborough. Trying to get it past Beaton as they're coming up into the zone. Ian Beaton trying to chip it out. And he will. Up there for Marshall Bass. Bass coming into the zone. Lost it. Peterborough coming up through center now. The pass gets picked up there by Hayden Harding. Harding with a drop pass. There for Beaton. His shot is going to go off the defender right in front. Picked up by Stromanikowski. Trying to throw it at the net. That hit Bass before it hit the goal. Marshall Bass couldn't get out of the way of the shot there as he hit him out in front as that goes in offside. Another draw coming off to just outside of center. Dumped into the zone past Borden into the corner. 6 minutes exactly left to go. Ryan Borden around the boards there for Hayden Harding as he leads it out. Harding with a late pass for Stromanikowski over his stick. Up there for Dickey. Borden couldn't hold off Dickey. Dickey's got a man going to the net. He gives it to him. Shot. Goes wide of the net. The one-timer was a knuckler that went wide of the goal. Elliott trying to control the bouncing puck. Elliott goes into the corner, throwing it out in front. Tried to find Dickey. Trying for a turnaround shot now. And now Marshall Bass will just take the puck smartly and put it back behind the net. Around the boards, kept in by Harding trying to dig it out. Dickey's going to get around Borden. Stromanikowski into the corner, picked off his stick. Here's number 88, Unger, with a pass. They've got a man sitting at the side of the net. Couldn't get the pass over there to him. Toros are up 3-1. They scored 2 goals here in the third and 1 by Peterborough here in the third. There's a collision as a man goes sliding into the end boards. Coming up through center now. Uses the boards to try and get past Herchebase. That's not going to happen as Starling got stalled up. Starling throws it out in front. That was in the feet there of Herchebase. Trying to get up to Pinett. Pinett trying to ring it around there for Harding. Knocked off his stick. There's Tyzek who's going to lose the puck. Kept in. Winding up with a shot there was Vander Post, and that shot got blocked. Herchebase, opportunity to clear. Can't do it as Tyzek kept it in. Pros are hemmed up in their own end now as Peterborough starting to put the pressure on, trying to cut this to a 1-goal lead. Childerhose. Austin Childerhose with a nice pass to the other side for Tucker Pinett. Pinett leading up, lead pass, broken up by Tyzek at center. Tyzek coming in over the blue line. Dropping it back to the line for number 24. He's going to turn it over there to the Toros. Cassidy dumps it back in. Herchebase knocks it down there at the Eagle symbol. Comes up and over the blue line. Tries to take a shot. Sam Herchebase with some nice moves. Throws it at the net. And Childerhose couldn't convert at the side of the goal. Nice play there to set that one up. But Childerhose couldn't have the finish at the side of the goal. Pinett leading it up, getting it up there for Toros. Toros will chip at the length of the ice, back in behind the goal. Trying for a lead pass. Getting picked up there by number 17 up into the zone. Lodgens. He's going to find a man over there in the corner as they try and walk it out of front. Still 3 minutes left to go here in the game. Lodgens was on his own. They tried to get a pass there to him, but it got broken up. Number 87, sorry. Setting up Lodgens. Lodgens might get that opportunity now, but he tried to pass it off to the side and to hit Mallet, but the pass got broken up. Nice break-up pass there for Lawther. Ashton Lawther, first one on the puck, getting into the zone. Setting it up there for Malcolm McDonald, who fires it back behind the Peterborough net. Tapped in at the line. Nice play there by Bayford to hold it in at the line. But now Peterborough will finally get it out. Over there to the other side for number 88. Unger into the zone. Unger was able to strip it past McDonald and take it back behind the net. Unger is about to be taken off his feet there by Matheson. Number 14 has Elliott out in front, but the pass got broken up. Nice play by Malcolm McDonald to break up that opportunity. Back up the other way is Matheson. Has had some opportunities in the game, just hasn't hit the score sheet yet for a goal. He had a beautiful short-handed opportunity in the first period that got stopped by the Peterborough goalie Borzowski. Coming up through center, number 27, Goodfellow. Goodfellow lost it there at center. Turned over there for number 14. Chip back into the zone. Steered aside easily there by Gavin Baker. That goes back in behind the net. Around the boards there for Hayden Harding. Trying to get it out. Kept in at the line. Blocker stop there by Gavin Baker with a nice stop there. Marshall Bath leads it out. As we approach the last minute of play of period number 3, the Toros hanging on to a 3-1 lead. Borzowski's probably going to go to the bench soon for that extra attacker. Bath trying to throw it out of front. Pass got picked up there by Peterborough as they get the opportunity to clear. It's right there at center as Borden tries to tip it back into the zone. Toros are right where they want to be, having the puck in the Peterborough end. Now they come up through center and off to the bench. Goes Borzowski for the extra attacker. Drop pass there from Tyler. Push shot. Couldn't get it through a screen as it got blocked out of front. Still banging away at it. Dumped down the ice. That's going to go all the way down the ice and go for icing as they aimed for that empty net, but just couldn't come up with the reward on that play. So the play will come back into the Toros end off to the right of the goal. The big defensive draw here for Pinett, trying to win it, and it's going to be a Peterborough timeout, so we'll take a timeout as well. Face off, coming off to the right of Gavin Baker. A big draw, getting won by Elliott. Goodfellow tries to chip it down low. Goodfellow getting away with a shot. There's a shot there for Tyler. Couldn't control the puck. If he might have tipped that, that might have been a better opportunity. Lawther down the ice. That's going for a hat trick. Just wide of the goal. Ashton Lawther had hat trick on his mind, and he was inches away from finishing it off. Another drop coming off to the left of the goal. Trying to get one there by Peterborough and does. Elliott trying to get the shot away. Saxena is holding him off. Quick shot, right pad stop there from Baker. Kicks it into the corner. As the Toros will finish off the last of the Peterborough pressure. Lawther at center is going to dump it right there at center ice. That's going to do it. And the Toros come up with a big 3-1 victory over Peterborough. They scored the only goal in period number 2 to have a 1-0 lead. And then they added to that in the third period with a short-handed goal by Carter Saxena. And then the second of the game by Ashton Lawther made it 3-0 before Peterborough finally hit the board. But that's all the goal scoring that happened in the game. The Pee Wee A Toros hang on to beat Peterborough 3-1. And as mentioned at the top, this win will put them over Oshawa and the Whippy White. With 21 points, they take over 4th place in the Pee Wee A division. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.